It's my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on a perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind a-chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hounds. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Show me that special place.
Probably about 11-inch crappie. All right, well, I want to welcome all you guys to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Hope you all are home and safe with your families and able to enjoy tonight's show. Got a very interesting show for tonight. I know I had a real good time putting it together. We're going to be going out on this past weekend. Our youth turkey season opened, and I was able to take my daughter out and hunt with her, which I've done many times before. And we got out there and had a good weekend. Had some birds come in and got some good footage. But she got a serious case of gobbler fever. It was a lot of fun, so looking forward to getting to share that with you guys. I'm also joined tonight live in studio with my buddy Sid Herring Jr. Sid's over there tonight. I got him socially distant from me. We've been sitting in here talking turkey hunting tonight. But guys, we wanted to let y'all know that here later on in the show we'll be opening up our phone lines. We're going to have them open for a couple of segments, so we want y'all to be ready to call in and give us your thoughts on everything that's going on right now out there in the hunting and fishing world. We've got a lot to talk about tonight, but for right now, let's go on over to Middle Tennessee and follow along with Miss Emery and see how our first day of turkey hunting went so far this week or this year.
My phone through, and we're trying to get some turkeys. It's just turning daylight and it feels great out here. We're just waiting for some toms and jakes today, and we're going to go this afternoon too.
We might not have to though, huh? If we get one this morning, we won't have to go this afternoon.
We're in Papa's blind right now.
Yeah, we're in Papa's blind this morning, so if we get one, we're gonna have to thank Papa, ain't we? We're in Papa's favorite blind. This is where you called in a turkey for me a few years ago too, this same blind.
Yeah, he's up here too.
So, anyhow, guys, you can start to hear the birds are starting to sing outside here, and everything's kind of coming to life. We'll be opening these windows in a few minutes. Got about 30 minutes until legal daylight, so this girl's ready to go. She was a little tired this morning, so was I. We were tired, weren't we? I think we were just too excited last night. But we're ready to go now. Got everything set up. Beautiful morning today, and it feels so good outside.
We don't even need a...
No, we rode with the windows down all the way here, didn't we? Well, let's get set up. We'll get these windows open and see if we can't hear one gobble here soon. There's 4 of them.
But we did have a very, very fun
that's what's going on. We've got 3 big long beards down in our front field here, and we've got 2 jacks with them and some hens. We came up, got around in front of them. We're probably 500 yards ahead of them right now. We're just a little bit out in front of where they're at. They could turn and go away from us, or they could turn and come right at us. We don't know what's going to happen. If they don't, we'll try to make a move on them, try to get right in front of them again. But it's hot in this blind. You can tell from our cheeks. It's pretty warm in here. But I think we got pretty good odds. We'll see what happens.
These birds headed on off to the roost for the evening, but we knew exactly where we needed to have Emery set up the next morning. Well, you've all heard of buck fever, in this case gobbler fever. I tell you, Emery had a serious case of it. She's done really well in the past being able to make the shot whenever it needed to count. But this particular morning, she got the fever so bad, she literally couldn't even pull the trigger. All we could do was just sit back and laugh about it. All right, welcome back, everybody. I kind of like the way you put that, Sid. That's kind of like catch and release turkey hunting there, wasn't it, buddy?
Yep.
I mean, everything we went just right according to script. You know,
my feelings to watch one walk off.
we put them to roost Saturday evening, and I knew they was in trouble, and I knew where we needed to be the next morning, and we got in there early and got set in, and first time I heard them gobble, I knew it was on. I was like, they're going to be right here in our lap in just a minute, you know. And I think it was just her having to watch them come in and strut like it, because we couldn't get much footage because of where they came from.
Right.
Those birds were actually coming at us for 25 or 30 minutes, strutting and gobbling, and by the time they got up there, she was just a tore up. She, you know, I'd done reached in there and cocked that hammer back and everything. She just couldn't pull the trigger. So really neat morning though, man. We had a good time there, nothing like that. Guys, we're going to go over and do this week's wild game forecast. It's been sponsored by the great folks over at Wilson Bacon Trust. You guys can stop in and see them at one of 28 Middle Tennessee locations. Let them take care of all your banking and financial needs, and be sure to tell them thank you for everything they do for us right here at Southern Woods and Waters. All right, you know, see the forecast this week, as far as the turkey hunt goes, for sure, it's starting to turn on, ain't it, buddy?
It is. I'm starting to see them in places that I haven't been seeing them lately, and that's just that telltale sign that tells me they're starting to bust up out of their flocks and go into their breeding flocks, and you'll start seeing gobblers show up in places you hadn't seen them all year.
Yep.
And those same things happen in reverse to those people that have had them all winter.
Yeah. Where'd those turkeys go? I watched them since deer season.
Right.
You
you know, and they move. I mean, it's kind of like when the bucks are in the bachelor groups. You can be on a farm and not have a buck on camera, and then when they bust up, next thing you know, you got several. You know, it's the same way with the turkeys.
It is. I hear a lot of guys had one just today telling me, he said that, well, my turkey showed up day before yesterday, you know, and that's what they mean by that. You know, they hadn't been on his farm all year, but he knows come springtime every year they're going to be in there and
well,
those hens
are going to go to certain places to nest. They know where they want to nest,
right.
And that gobbler knows what those hens are looking for and where they're going to go.
He knows where they're going to be, right? That's right. So it's a good looking forecast for the turkeys this weekend. Water's still up, guys, so fishing's a little tough. There are some fish being caught, but I'm going to tell you, we had a pretty tough day yesterday out. So just let you know, get out there and hang with them. That's all you can do is keep trying. I want to remind y'all to follow us on Facebook. We've got a lot of things going on there. We'll keep you up to date with how our hunts are going and our trips this coming week, and let you know how that's going. I want you to also be sure to check us out at swwtv.com. You can find links to all of our past shows there, links to all of our great sponsors where you can get over there and check out their products and what all they offer. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have this week's Pictures of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.